Good morning, guys.
Hi guys,
My name's Aquila,
I'm Amanda.
and welcome to the Daily Dose of Reality.
Welcome. I met Aquila through work. We're coworkers, and it's gonna bring us into our topic for today, which is: can you befriend a coworker?
And I agree, we can. You can.
I also agree, but I do think that there is a thin line between being friends and keeping that professional side in your friendship. I do think that every job that I've had friends, people that I've hung out with outside of work, people who I gave my phone number to, people who I still contacted today. I have on any forms of social media. But I do think that sometimes you confide in people that you work with and you forget that your
Y'all
first
both work for the same company.
yes, and your first like coworkers and then your friends. Because then people stop being friends with you.
And priorities is there first. A lot of people think about positions, higher positions, if they want to throw you underneath the bus, people become snitches, backstabbers,
Really
and your
quick.
friendship is just thrown right down the drain.
I agree. I know I don't want to talk about our current job, but with past jobs I've met a lot of people. Like my first job, I met some really good friends, but we were young too, so I guess it doesn't count. But those people I really trusted, and it was very easy for us not to get our business relationship and our actual personal relationship confused.
I agree. Another thing I could also agree with is I'm a firm believer in I feel like a lot of your really good friends are coworkers and college friends. It's somebody kind of like on your level in your lifetime at that point.
I agree.
Somebody that share the same interests, y'all have the same job, apparently y'all like the same things. And I feel like that's people that you actually grow with. I'm not trying to say that you can't be friends with like childhood friends because you can, but it's 2020. What are friends?
What are friends? I mean, you my friend. What you mean? What are friends? I don't know. See, I feel like there are people for certain times in your life. So you need people for right now, and for right now, these friendships really are beneficial to you. I think that all friendships are a benefit for both people. But really specifically on coworkers, I don't know. The people we work with now, I thought some of them were my friends.
And some of them are backstabbers. I mean,
They
it could
switch
have
up on you.
benefits when you get to work. You might be having a bad day. You might see your friend like, okay, I'm at peace right now.
That's true. If Aquila not at work, I'll be mad.
I have no lunch partner.
Like, well, today's gonna suck, like, fully. I do think that you could be friends with your coworkers, though. I think that you have to be very careful what you confide in people where you work, because that could turn really ugly really quick. As Aquila said, they become backstabbers, and then all your information that you trusted with this person is now a topic of discussion for them and your enemy.
Especially when you're discussing a manager of a higher level.
Hello, we do that a lot. I think there's also a lot. What do you think about being friends with your managers?
I'm not going to really say I built a friendship with a manager. I built a good relationship. Like, we check on each other. Once you leave a job, we still check in and stuff like that. But to become friends with them, no. Because at any given time, a lot of people take personal over business, and they could feel some type of way about you and then just fire you on the spot and forget everything that happened, like, business wise. So no, I do not agree with just becoming friends. Well, speaking from experience, I worked at they might look at
A
this.
previous job. Just say a previous job.
I worked at a previous job. No, I'm not, because the example I was going to use, they're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
Don't you say example?
But I've also worked at a job too where we became friends and they didn't want to move up because they felt like they didn't want to leave me behind. So that's another reason sometimes when you actually are friends with a manager, or maybe they feel like they want to discipline you on something that you're not doing right, and they don't know how to come to you because y'all have that communication with one another, like a friendship. And I feel like a lot of people do not know how to divide that. So
that's a really good point.
I need you to put me in place as a friend, and I need you to put me in my place as a manager.
Okay, but what's the line? What's that thin line between putting you in place as a manager and as a friend?
A paycheck.
Oh my god. Besides that,
I mean, it's facts. It's reality.
I know, but
we all have bills. At the end of the day, you have a bill you gotta pay. I have a bill I have to pay. We still gonna be friends once we have this conversation. You get your shit right, I get my shit right.
Okay, but that's also another point, that you become friends with a manager, or let's say you go into a job already friends with someone and they're a supervisor or a manager. Then
that can have its pros and its cons too, because a lot of people feel like once you're friends with somebody before work, and then maybe like say I was your, like I'm older than you, so maybe I was the manager and I hired you. You might come in and feel like you have an easy ride, and it's not like that. Okay, so a lot of people really don't know.
I want to use the example because I knew this person who I was friends with since I was like 14. I knew them as a freshman in high school. Then they started working at a place. I followed suit and I also started working at that place, but that person became a supervisor. And I thought that I had a lot of respect for this supervisor, regardless of what was happening in our personal friendship. Like, I thought that I had a very good business relationship with them. Whatever you say goes, like, I have no problem doing so. But I think that people tend to forget that we are friends, so you don't have to use that, like, that power trip on me. Like,
authority.
You don't have to use that authority on me. Like, if you tell me as a friend and also as a manager, I'm going to respect it. So that could also become a blurred line when you go into a place of work.
It could be a blurred line, but I still feel like if we step foot into that office, we got the business hats on.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be like, yeah, we friends, but at the end of the day, when it comes down to paperwork and like reality,
yeah, we're business
I'm
partners.
Still your manager. Like, we
or
still
coworkers.
business partners. Yeah, like.
That's a really good point. I don't know. I didn't like working with my friend, with this person who I used to work with at this other job, because they completely like disintegrated our personal friendship, and it all became business, and after that we were no longer friends. Like, when I left that job, like, I don't think I ever contacted that person ever again.
Some people only in your life for a period of time.
Of course, I understand that, but I'm saying, like, that's where that blurred line of like friends or previous relationship, now business relationship. I feel like if I become a manager, let's say at the place that we currently work, I become a supervisor, I feel like I know how to be like, Aquila, can you do this, please? And you're going to be like, Amanda, like...
I'm going to be like, oh
my God. No, you're not about to talk to me the way you talk to the supervisors there, but I feel like that we would have an understanding as friends that... Listen, we have a business relationship, and when we leave here, that business relationship stays at the place of business.
We close the door and leave it there.
Exactly. That's a good point. Anything else you want to add?
No.
Well, you ever worked with a family member at a job?
Yes, I currently do.
You ever had a family member be like in a position above you? Or be like you superior?
No.
No. You know, I used to volunteer. We're about to get real personal. I used to volunteer, and I used to do like teach religious education. And my mom also did religious education. And I was a teenager, so obviously I did a lot of stupid stuff. But my mom one time reprimanded me in front of all of her students, and it was the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me in my entire life.
She's still her mom.
I know. She was like, I'm your mother, and it got real really quick. I was like, I gotta go. Anyway, that's a good point. How do you like working with your family member at work?
I think it's cool. I think we could turn off the hats when we get inside. People still know that we family because, you know, like, we still close. However, like, it's not like we, you know, like, we shelter everybody out just because we are family. Like, we still welcome, you know, people in our circle or whatever. But, you know.
Like me. a good point.
I think it's cool to actually work with somebody that you're family with.
You know, when I first
a bitch
met,
wanna pop off, bitch, meet me outside.
we got a gang.
How about
gang,
that?
gang. No, when I first met Aquila, I did not know she had any family members at this job.
Because I didn't.
At all. I go in there and I talk to her. She was the first person who ever spoke to me.
Even though I had heartburn, I fell asleep with her like 5 times in training, but...
Totally besides the point. Besides the point. She was the first person who ever spoke to me. And...
Because I've been a newbie on the block.
And I like that she spoke to me with respect, and it was just like, all right, this is how it is. Just do the work. That's it. When you in training, people sugarcoat it for you. They want you to really love it and like it. And Aquila was like, no. Cut that shit out. No. But I
You
liked
go to
it.
work, you do your work, you go home, you collect the check. That's...
And then I went to talk to her, and she was talking to this other person, and they started cursing each other out. And then she looked at me, and she was like, that's my cousin. Don't mind them. And I was like, oh, okay. That's cool. But I thought it was cool. I need somebody I'm related to work where I work so we can start jumping people outside. So I'm just kidding.
Meet me outside.
How about that? Anyway, I don't have any more points to say.
But what are your takes and views on
Please comment and like.
coworkers becoming friends, or in the video itself, you know?
Yes, let us know what you think. We want to hear your opinions, your point of views. We want to know all of it. We want to know all of your little stories. Please let us know. Again, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Aquila.
And that was your Daily Dose.
Of
Bye.
reality.